students of class 10. So in my last lecture I have started the chapter 3 pair of linear equation in 2 variables. So today I will continue the next topic. So in this topic, first of all you have to know the standard form of the pair of linear equation in 2 variables. So I have taken 2 equations that are a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and the second equation will be a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So these are the 2 linear equation in 2 variable I have taken. See here we have different constants a1, b1, c1, that are the constants, and a1, b1 are the coefficients. So these may be different. That's why in both the linear equation, in one equation I have taken a1 and in the other equation I have taken a2. Similarly here I have taken b1, here it will be b2, here c1 and c2. Next, about the variables. Here xy is the variable. Similarly here also we have to take x and y, because when we plot it in a graph, the linear equation gives us solution. So we have to find the common solution of 2 lines represented by the 2 equation. That's why we will take the same variable, that is xx. So in place of x there may be another other variable given, but the variable should be same. For example, if here variable is z, then here also the variable will be z. Because the linear equation represents a straight line, it will give you a common solution whenever we plot it in a graph, except in the case of parallel lines. In other 2 conditions I have already discussed in my previous lecture. The rest of the 2 conditions are intersecting lines and coincident lines. In both the cases we will get the common solution. Only in case of parallel lines we will not get the common solution. So how to know that the two lines intersect or parallel? So there are different conditions under which we can easily know that the 2 lines will intersect or coincident or parallel. So my next topic will be this only. So this is the table. You will get this table in book also. So first we have the pair of lines. So see, in first condition we have x minus 2y equal to 0, and the second equation is 3x plus 4y minus 20 equal to 0. So in this, first of all we will find a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. Then next we will find the ratio. So we have to find the ratio like this: a1 is to a2, that means a1 by a2, then b1 by b2, then c1 by c2. Then next we have to compare the ratio. So when we compare the ratio, we have to check the value of a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 or not. If they are not equal, then the first condition will be what? The graphical representation of the 2 lines will be what? Intersecting lines. Means the lines will intersect at one point. So as you all know, a line passes through infinitely many points. So here we are taking 2 lines. 2 lines also passes through infinitely many points, but there will be one common point under this condition. So the condition is what? a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So whenever you will get this condition, that means the line will intersect and you will get a common solution. So that means only one common solution we will get. Only one common solution. So this is the algebraic representation and this is the graphical representation when we plot it in a graph. So the second condition is, again I have taken 2 equations. Similarly here you have to find the ratio, that is a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Again you have to see if this condition occurs, that means the 3 ratios, if the 3 ratios are equal, then the lines will be what? Coincident lines. And you know the coincident lines will go like this, means the common solution of 2 lines are infinitely many, because one line goes above the other line, therefore there will be infinitely many common solution. So in algebraic representation what we will write? We will write infinitely many solutions. Next, number 3. Number 3, again you have to find the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, and you know the standard equation of linear equation. Already I have written b1y plus c1 equal to 0. So by comparing this equation with the first equation, you will easily get a1 will be the coefficient of x, b1 will be the coefficient of y, and c1 will be the constant. So by this easily you can take out the values from the equation, and you can find the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Then the third condition is, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, means the first two ratios are equal, but it is not equal to what? c1 by c2. Then the lines will be what? Parallel. Here also one line goes through infinitely many points. Similarly, the second line also goes through infinitely many points. But as you see, there will be no common point because the two lines are not intersecting with each other. So a line has infinitely many solutions. Other line has also infinitely many solutions, but they don't have a common solution. So here what we have to write? There will be no common solution, or simply you can write no solution. So this condition you have to remember for finding the for finding the solution and for knowing the graphical representation of the straight lines. So this is just the condition. Now the next part will be how to find the solution of the two equations. Already we know how to find the solution of one linear equation and solution of other linear equation, but whenever you have to find the common solution, you have to apply methods. So already I discussed that there are total 4 methods. So one by one I will discuss one method. So today I am going to discuss the first method of finding the solution of pair of linear equation in two variables. So here are the 4 methods for finding the solution of pair of linear equation. LE means linear equation in two variables. So first method is elimination method, second is substitution method, third is cross multiplication method, and the fourth one is graphical method. The fourth method, graphical method, already I have discussed in my last class. You know how to represent one linear equation in graph. So what you have to do, you have to find the 3 solutions of one linear equation, and again you have to find 3 solutions from the second linear equation. Then what you have to do, you have to draw the straight lines in only one graph. Then you can see that the lines will either intersect, or it may be parallel, or it may be coincident. So there are the 3 cases which can happen. So that was the graphical method. So using graphical method we can also find the solution. You have to use graph, you have to use the coordinates. Already you know coordinate geometry, how to write the coordinates in graph. So according to that you have to find the solution. So now I am going to discuss the first method, that is elimination. So here I am going to discuss the first method, elimination method. So question is, find the solution using elimination method. So we are given two equations, 2x plus y is equal to 3, and second equation is x minus y is equal to 4. So what we have to do, as the name is what? Elimination. That means you have to eliminate. So here are two variables x and y. We have to eliminate one variable so that we can easily find the value of the other variable. See, if in a linear equation we have two variables, we cannot find the exact solution of the variables. For example, x plus y is equal to 2. This particular linear equation, in this the value of x and y are infinite. We cannot find exactly one solution. So when we will able to find only one solution? When in an equation we have only one variable. For example, this equation. This equation is linear equation in one variable. We can easily find the value of x because this is linear equation in one variable, only one variable is there. That's why we can easily find the solution. But here two variables are present, so we cannot find the exact solution of x and exact solution of y. But here we can find the exact solution of x, that will be what? -1. So how to find the exact solution when there is two variable? So remember, whenever there is two variable, two equations should be given. If there will be no two equation, then we cannot find exact solution. So here see, there are two variables and the two equations also given. So for finding the exact solution, we have to eliminate one variable. By eliminating one variable, we can generate a third equation. In that case, in the third equation, we have only one variable, so we can easily find the solution of that variable. For example, see here the two equation. This coefficient of this x is 2, but coefficient of this x is 1. So we cannot eliminate the x, we can eliminate y because both the y's are same. Here only one y is present, here also only one y is present. So for doing the elimination method, you have to either add or subtract the two linear equation which will be given. So you have to check the symbol. For example, before y here plus sign is there, but here before y there is a negative symbol. So we will add the two equation because plus y plus minus y will become what? 0. So y means this variable will be easily eliminated. So for example, if the two symbols are same, that means this is also plus y and this is also plus y, then we cannot add the two linear equation, because if we add the two linear equation, then y and y, by adding y plus y and plus y, it will become what? 2y. Then in that case you have to subtract. So you have to check the symbol before adding or subtracting. So what you have to do in elimination method? In elimination method you have to add or subtract for eliminating one variable. So what is the rule? So you can easily write the rule: add or subtract. And why we are doing add or subtract? For eliminating one variable. Means either you can eliminate x or you can eliminate y. So here we will eliminate y. So this is the process. Again you have to write in solution. You have to write the two equation. You have to number the two equation 1, 2. Then you have to write add equation 1 and equation 2. Then we get what we are getting. 2x plus 1x will be what? 3x. Plus y minus y will be 0. And 3 plus 4 will be what? 7. Here we are adding. So 3x is equal to 7. That means the value of x will be what? 7 by 3. So we are getting the value of x as 7 by 3. So we are getting what? Exactly one solution. And this is the solution for first equation as well as for second equation. Here, that means here also the value of x is 7 by 3. Here also the value of x will be 7 by 3. Then secondly, for finding the value of y, what we have to do? We have to put the value of x, that is 7 by 3, in equation 1 or 2 in place of x, so that we can find the value of y. So I have taken the value x is equal to 7 by 3, and you have to put the value of this x in second equation. So putting the value of x is equal to 7 by 3 in equation 2. So see, in equation 2 there are no coefficient. That's why I am putting x is equal to 7 by 3 in equation 2. You can also put in equation 1. So by simplifying, we are getting what? The value of y is minus 5 by 3. So we are getting the exact solution of x and y. That is x is 7 by 3 and y is minus 5 by 3. So next what we have to do? Next we can check that the solution we are getting is correct or not. So how to check the solution? Simply you can verify by putting x is equal to 7 by 3 and y is equal to minus 5 by 3 in any of the two equation in place of x and y. For example, I am taking equation 1. Equation 1 is 2x plus y is equal to 3. So in place of x, put 7 by 3. So 2 into 7 by 3 plus y is minus 5 by 3. So minus 5 by 3. So it will be 14 by 3. This will be minus 5 by 3 is equal to 3. So again 14 minus 5 by 3 is equal to 3. That means it will be what? 9 by 3 is equal to 3. So 9 by 3 it will get cancelled and we will get what? 3 is equal to 3. That means what? Left hand side value and right hand side value both are same. That means the solution we are getting is correct. So this is called the elimination method. So just remember, elimination means you have to eliminate one variable. That means you have to add or subtract for eliminating one variable. So second example I have taken. So the second example is x plus 2y is equal to 3. Yes, and the second equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. Again you have to subtract or add. So see here, the coefficient of x is not same. Here it is 1, here it is 2. And in case of coefficient of y also, they both are different. So if we add or if we subtract, then no variable will be eliminated because the coefficient of x and y respectively both are not same. So what we have to do for making it same, you have to do what? You have to do multiplication. For example, if you want to if you want to make the coefficient of x same, then here see, here the coefficient of x is 2. So in this also you want to make 2. So what you have to do? You have to multiply first equation by 2. So what we will do? We will multiply it by 2. So simply you have to number the first equation as 1. So you have to write multiplying equation 1 by 2. So what we will get? We will get in place of x we will get 2x. In place of 2y we will get 4y. And in place of 3 we will get 6, because 2 into 3 it will be 6. And second equation will be same as it is, because we will not change the second equation. If second equation will change, then again we cannot make the coefficient of x same. That's why we will not change equation 2, we will only change equation 1. So we are multiplying both sides by 2. So we will get what? The coefficient of x is what? Same now. So now see here, before 2x we have positive symbol, here also positive symbol. So next, for eliminating the x, you have to what? You have to subtract equation 2 from 1. So by subtracting, 2x minus 2x becomes 0 and 4y minus 3y becomes 1y and 6 minus 4 becomes 2. Like that we will get the value of y first. Next, by putting the value of y in any equation 1 or 2, you will get the value of x. So this is all about today. Try to do the exercise questions. Try first of all solve the second exercise. In second exercise you will get the in second exercise you don't have to find the solution. In second exercise you have to see that the lines are intersecting or not. You have to check that lines are intersecting or not, they are coincident or not. What are the solution? Are the solution are common or not? So you have to check in exercise 2, and in exercise 3 there will be methods for finding the solution of linear equations. So you can use any method, but if it is written clearly that you have to use the elimination method, then you have to use elimination method. So thank you for today. The next method I will discuss in my next lecture. Okay.